Yo, 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 it's your boy Ron Flip the Jump, man. And I'm back with another Jumpman movie reaction video to the movie ROOFMAN. Alright, so this movie was about a former soldier, actor Channing Tatum. And the movie name is Jeffrey Manchester. So if you've seen the trailer, you know that this movie was based on a true story of a criminal, a robber, going through the roofs and stuff. So this movie was based on a good guy, but he made bad decisions. His friend Lakeith Stanfield, known in the movie, actor Lakeith Stanfield, known in the movie as Steve, told him one day, you know, you got skills, man. Use your skills. We just don't do dumb shit. And he was like, well, what do you mean? He was like, do you think when we was in the army, you think that they just drop you off in the middle of the forest or the woods of, I think he said Colombia or wherever they fought at for no reason? He was like, you see shit that don't other people see. Like, he was a good observer. You know what I'm saying? Like, he observed things. Like, he could walk into a place and see how many cameras it is, which way the direction of the cameras is, how many employees, goddamn, what time did it ticker. Like, he seen patterns, he seen routines, and the way his mind worked, he could just put things together fast like that. So he got tired of being basically like, not a bad dad, because he was a good dad, but basically broke financially dad. So he put his skills to test and started robbing these McDonald's and Burger Kings and stuff. He did like 45 of them. He didn't get caught for all of them. He basically just got caught for one. You know, he was a nice robber. That's the way they described him. You know what I'm saying? He was very nice to us, told us that we won't go get hurt, this and that, you know what I'm saying? And that's how they described him on some of the news events, like in real life and in the movie. So he get pinched for one of the robbers. And while he's locked up in prison, he uses his skills to escape. He recognizes patterns. He recognizes a way to get out. He recognizes that people, after a period of time, they let their guard down and forget who you really are, even while you're in prison. As long as you present yourself as a good person. You know what I'm saying? Some people will drop their guard down. So he found a way to escape from prison. And while he escaped, he was out. He was out for they was looking for him for maybe after a couple of months or whatever. So he know that the best way to hide was in plain sight. Don't run. The further you try to run, the faster you try to run is when you get pinched. You know what I'm saying? So he hid in plain sight and he broke himself into a Toys R Us and found a good place to hide there for months. You know, he set it up like as his little cell. You know, he put a bed in there. He put pictures on the wall. He had He put surveillance cameras all around the joint. He was able to get into the manager's office and tap into their surveillance cameras. He even set up his own surveillance cameras around the whole place so that way he could see everything that was going on while he was in his room. He hid behind a big, thick wall that held up the bicycle. You ever been into us where they used to held up the bicycles and stuff? He hid behind that wall. So while he was camping out and hiding out at this spot, you know what I'm saying, he was taking a very liking to this one employee lady that was there. He noticed how the manager would be mistreating her because he listening in on the headphones on everything. He would change her schedule for her. He knew how to get into the computer. He watched everything from the cameras, and took a liking to her. And one day she said something about a toy drive to the manager, and he was like, "This is not a place where we give toys away. We sell toys." So you know what I'm saying, with him having access to all the toys, he went to her church one day and donated a bag of a good amount of toys. You know what I'm saying? And they welcomed him. They invited him in. He was trying to just leave, drop the stuff off and leave, but he went to church, met everybody. Then they invited him back again. Next thing you know, he's friends with all these church members, and he become friends with her. He already took a liking to her just from watching her on the surveillance cameras in the movies. The one thing that he was really like wanting and missing in the movie and in real life was he just wanted a family. You know what I'm saying? He really wanted to be with his daughter and his sons and his you know, the mother of his children. You know what I'm saying? He really just wanted love. You know what I'm saying? He was just missing that love. And he took a liking to her two daughters, and it kind of like filled that void that he was missing. Like, they accepted him, you know what I'm saying? Even though they didn't know who he really was, they accepted him and really loved him and really liked him, you know what I'm saying? And when it was time for him to actually leave the country and just be gone, because he knew that he stayed in one spot too long, but he was attached to this family. You know what I'm saying? His friend Steve got him fake passports, flight, got him a whole new life, got him a whole new identity, everything. You know what I'm saying? But when it was that time for him to leave, he couldn't just leave. He was on his way to the airport when he could have just been gone. You know what I'm saying? But he had made some more mistakes while out living a double life as her boyfriend and an escaped convict. You know what I'm saying? He was living a double life. You know what I'm saying? He made some more mistakes. So his friend Steve told him that he was a big risk. It's gonna cost you, instead of $5,000 for this passport and all this stuff, it's gonna cost you $50,000. So what did he do? First thing he did was he broke into a pawn shop to steal a gun. But when he came in through the roof, he came in through an Asian or a Chinese restaurant next door. So he had to hammer his way through the wall to the pawn shop. And then with that, set the alarm off, and he got the gun. And then he couldn't get out of the Asian store with hammering out with the hammer through the glass. So he had to use the big Buddha thing that was in the middle of the store. That alarm went off again, and it was just a whole bunch of mess. You know what I'm saying? And then what he did was he needed that gun so that he can rob Toys R Us during Christmas, because he watched that whole routine of when they did their drops, putting the money in the safe when the person came and picked the money up and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's where he fucked up at. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't show it in the movie, but when his girlfriend arrived at work late because he had changed her schedule, he was in the middle of robbing the place. But I think she still came to work early anyway. And that's when she, even though he wore mask, all you could see was the eyes. She knew who he was because she knew the eyes. But like I said, I don't think they put it in the movie, but I think like when they did like their real investigation in real life, they just put 2 and 2 together that they thought maybe she might have been an accessory. So he put good people in bad danger. And she really didn't want to tell on him, but you know, she set it up. Like, is you still coming to the Christmas dinner tonight? And he was on his way to the airport. Like I said, he was just close to just leaving, starting a new life, but he just couldn't just leave without saying goodbye. He just could not leave without saying goodbye. Like, he really loved that family. And even though she told on him, she really loved him, but he put her in a position to where she had to say something. You know what I'm saying? And they forgave each other and all this and that. Even while I was in prison, she still came and visited him until she got, even when she got married, you know what I'm saying? She got remarried or whatever. So yeah, man, this was a very, very, very good movie. I tried to explain as much as I could. This is a big spoiler alert. Like I said, this was a movie about a good guy who made bad decisions. The Roofman, you know what I'm saying? I know a Roofman myself, and don't worry, he already did his time and everything too. Just had to throw that in there, because he ain't the only Roofman. Quite sure there's many others, but I know one myself. But that was some long time ago. Shit, they did their time. They paid they put it in their dues and, whatever, society, all that bullshit. But anyway, very good movie. Very, very good movie. True story. You know what I'm saying? I would advise anybody to go see it, you know what I'm saying? Even though he did bad things, you know what I'm saying, his personality, his character was still a good person, you know what I'm saying? He was never meant to be able to get out of prison all the time that they gave him. You know what I'm saying? He's actually eligible for parole right now, but into the year, he's not eligible for parole till 2036. You know what I'm saying? So when he escaped the first time, he just wanted to be with his kids. He just wanted to see his kids again. You know what I'm saying? So he said he didn't have no urge or anything to try to escape this time. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I've learned that I put good people in harm's way, and he, said to himself he's not gonna do that no more. He's just gonna do his time. So, it's one of the movies where you kind of feel sorry for dude, but he put himself in that position. You know what I'm saying? Very good guy, just made some wrong fucking decisions. And I would rate this movie a big 5 popcorns. Peace. I'm out, Wadu. Jump, man.